Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm here with Elijah. And how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So you just released your heavy new single, Skin.
Yes.
How will your future releases compare to this one?
This is kind of like a middle of the road. So the record has, or like the new singles that are going to be coming out are a lot on the heavier side, and then I have some that's like very on the pop side. So it's going to be a good blend of pretty much everything. So being independent, I kind of get to do what I want. So that's exactly what I'm
Yeah,
going to do.
that's nice. What was it like to create the music video for Skin?
It's super fun. I flew up to New Jersey, and my buddy Alex and my other buddy Tom with Black Wolf Imaging did a great job. I love working with those guys. Kind of really brought my vision to life. So I'm super excited. I think it turned out great.
You did. How do you go about taking all the emotion from your songs and kind of translating that into what you want to be a music video? Like, how do you decide what to go with?
Good question. I don't know. I think a lot of it just kind of has to do, especially when I'm writing. I'm a very like visual type person, so when I'm writing a song, I'm kind of seeing what it looks like in my head. The song itself looks like, which is kind of hard to describe,
Yeah,
but especially when the song is done and you're talking about a music video, or at least when we were discussing doing something like that, I kind of wanted to make it fit for the whole record. So this
yeah,
is kind of the look for all of the singles that are coming up, and like a possible album in the future. This is exactly what the whole record is supposed to look like. And I keep saying record, so I guess I'm just saying that there's people already know there's an album coming out. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, it's a lot of like collaborating with other people and uh kind of getting a lot of different inputs in what exactly you can make. So I think it's fun.
Yeah. So you have an incredible tour coming up soon with Memphis May Fire, Caskets,
Yep.
and Walkers. What are you most looking forward to on this one? Is there anywhere you're dying to visit or?
Yeah, Montana. We're playing Bozeman, Montana, and I've never been to Montana. There's only like, I don't know, a handful of states I've never driven through or been to, and Montana is one of those. So I'm really excited to go and see just like beautiful nature. I'm a big outdoors nature guy, so super excited about that. And me and Maddie Mullins from Memphis have become really good friends over the past couple of years. So it's going to
Mm,
be really, really fun to get a chance to hang out with him for more than just like a weekend every month. So
yeah,
it's going to be fun. I'm excited.
yeah. It's an incredible lineup. I'm hoping to go to Charlotte and
Oh,
photograph
sick.
some
What venue
stuff.
is that? Where is that at in Charlotte?
Fillmore or the Underground?
Yes.
It's part of the Fillmore. It's one
Either,
or the
yeah,
other.
yeah, either one. I
It's
don't
the
think
Underground.
I've never played Charlotte before, but people have been begging me to play Charlotte
Yeah,
for a long time. Yeah.
yeah. Be sure to visit often
Yeah, for sure.
near me. So,
Right.
um, and you have a song with Maddie, right? Do
I do. Yeah.
that.
I put out a single 2 years ago with Maddie. Or
Mm,
coming up on 2 years. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. So long ago.
yeah. So you also have a few headlining shows after that,
Yeah.
with Downswing and Glass Waves, and then
Yep.
Rock Fest.
Oh, yeah. So
So
that's going
that'll
to
be
be,
huge.
oh, yeah. Like the first real set of headliners that I've ever done. So really just hitting the Midwest markets, like on the way to
Yeah,
Rockfest, hence the name of the mini tour, Road to Rockfest. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I think a lot of the shows or a lot of the venues, cities that we're playing on that headliner tour is also cities that we're gonna be doing on the Memphis stuff.
mm,
So hoping it translates. I think it will. Really cool VIP package.
mhm,
Um, Kind of doing something that I don't think anyone else has done with a VIP.
mhm.
And I don't want to say it yet because
Okay.
it's like blurred out on the VIP thing.
Yeah,
But when the time gets announced, I think people are really gonna like it. So
yeah. Okay. And then who are you most excited to see at Rock Fest?
oh, good question. We are playing on the stage with so many huge bands like Rob Zombie, uh
Um,
Kublai Khan, The Plot in You, Solder to Prevail, Knock Loose. Um Honestly, I want to see Rob Zombie.
mhm,
I've seen, yeah, I've seen every other band besides Solder to Prevail. but I can't remember who else is on my day. I feel like there's probably one other person I'm missing that's on my day. I can't remember, but yeah, Rob Zombie, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have any favorite cities that you have visited that you can't wait to return to?
Chicago,
Mhm.
doing that on the headliner, not doing that with Memphis.
Mhm.
Um, hmm. War, it's not called Worcester. It's called Worcester. I don't know, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
What
I
is
don't.
that? They're gonna give me shit whenever I go up there for sure because I
Yeah.
can't remember their name. But that city, best show we played on the Point North tour
Uh,
by far. That show was so much fun. And we're playing the big room with Memphis, so that's gonna be even more fun.
mhm.
And Denver's also always great. I love going to Colorado. So yeah, I don't really have like a city I hate, to be honest with you,
That's
but
good.
I guess
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
So don't tell them. Don't
Right,
tell
right.
people you live
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Do you have any interesting tour stories?
Interesting tour stories.
I heard you might.
Uh, yeah. Let me think. I mean,
With the band.
I feel like there's so many I'm like not thinking of one. I know our van broke down on the From Ashes to New tour, and we
Mhm.
were like stuck in a random city in New Mexico for like 2 days, which was miserable. So hot, middle of summer in the desert. Van breaks down. We're stuck in the middle of this weird little city with. I mean, there's one place to eat. There's one hotel and a McDonald's. That's it. And I'm like,
Wow.
what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Um, oh man, you put me on the spot with the tour story thing. Man, I can't really think of anything overly specific. I feel like if you would never have asked me, I would be able to spit out like five of them.
Yeah.
Um, well, let me think, and we'll come back.
Okay.
I know I have some in my head. I gotta think of them.
I have another one that you're gonna go blank on too, because I do the
Well,
same thing. Who have you had on repeat lately that you've been listening to?
oh, hmm,
I always go blank when people ask me that. I'm like,
hmm,
I don't know what I listen to.
right. The new Architects record.
Hmm.
Been loving the new Architects record. The new Spirit Box record. Um, I always listen to Brand New Eyes, Paramore record. I'm always listening to that. Uh, a lot of early Keith Urban for some reason. I don't know why. Lady Antebellum.
Mhm.
I've been listening to a lot of Lady A. Hmm. Yeah, Tate McRae's new album. I've been listening to Tate McRae.
Yeah.
This one's an easy one, actually. This
Oh,
one I
surprises.
can spit out. Yeah, I can spit out a bunch of these.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, the Downswing guys too. I'm a big fan of Downswing, which is why they're coming out with us in the summer. So
Mhm.
those guys too.
So how has it been like working with Octane?
It's great. Those guys are awesome. But so when I put out the song with Maddie,
Mhm.
I had Maddie had reached out to the guys over at Octane because they're really good friends with Memphis and all the guys, and of course Maddie as well. So he reached out to them, and that's how I got Human on Test Drive. And then as soon as Human went on Test Drive, I put out another song called Virus, and Vinny, the programmer at Octane, just like email or actually just DM me on Instagram. He's like, "Hey, I saw you just dropped a new song. I really love it. Send me the song and I'll play it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was just gonna be like I didn't know what that meant. So I just sent him the song and I was listening to Octane one day and all of a sudden I just hear Virus come on the radio. I'm like, that's awesome. So I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there and it was on Octane for like I don't know 3 or 4 months. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And they come out to the New York show this last tour,
Mhm.
Vinny and a couple other people from Octane. And I went into the studio and like just met everybody on this last tour. They came to the From Ashes to New tour as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're great. I mean, I could not ask for any more support than what they give me. They're awesome. So
Yeah. And then what's next for you after these tours? Is there anything that you can actually talk about or kind
uh
of
I
surprise?
can hint at stuff. So after these two headliners, or after the Memphis and the headliner,
Mhm.
in the fall, looking to do a headline tour. I don't know yet. And this whole year is just going to be music, 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 dropping, dropping, dropping. So,
Mhm.
without giving away everything, to keep the element of surprise and excitement going. Yeah, this whole year is going to be full of touring and new songs all the time. So
Good.
definitely foot on the pedal, you know.
Yeah. And how long have you been making music? Like, what year did you start?
Uh, Starting officially in this project in 2022, I think. 2021, 2022. But I've been playing guitar since I was 12. Like, I've been recording myself for 10 years or so. So I've been
Yeah.
kind of doing it for my entire adult life, and through my teenage years, but having real success only from like 2022. I don't want to say success because that feels very conceited, but
Yeah.
more success than I've had in the
No,
past.
you've been blowing up lately.
Thank you. Thank you.
I remember seeing, your name, because I knew Alyssa and I knew that you were working, she was working with you. And I
Yeah.
remember seeing your name on the Point North tour and I love them. And I was like, I wanted to catch it.
Yeah.
And, oh, and then like I've gotten so into your music and I'm like, wow, I wish I had.
Right.
But no, I'm gonna make it to Charlotte this
I
time.
love it. Hell yeah. Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah. And then did you think of anything funny stories about tour?
I
Anything
remember.
interesting,
Yeah.
funny? No.
Oh, shit. Let me think. Oh, I do remember on the From Ashes to New tour, we stayed. I'm a degenerate gambling guy. If there's a casino if there's one, I'll smell it and I'll find it. Me and Alyssa love going to casino. I remember we were in Kansas City and we stayed at the casino all night long. Like, went in at 8 o'clock at night and stayed until the sun came up at 7 a.m. We stayed all night long and I actually did really well. I walked with like $1,300, which was great. But that set me up for the entire rest of the tour to lose all of that money and just ruin the rest of the tour
Yeah.
with casino money. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was fun. And now we really just sniff out casinos all the time. It's great.
Yeah.
That was actually an insane night. I don't really remember too much about that, but that was fun. That was really fun. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, we had all kinds of like terrible vehicle trouble on this
Yeah.
last tour. That's all I've had is vehicle trouble ever since. I mean, the only time we've never had any issues with a vehicle has been when I toured with Icy Stars
Mhm.
last July. That was great. We just drove and showed up. Not an issue. Everything was great.
Yeah.
On the every other tour, it's breaking down, trying to find new vehicles. I mean, I
Yeah.
bought a bandwagon for this. I don't know if you know what a bandwagon is. It's just basically like a smaller bus.
Mm.
So I bought one of those, and turns out it was a piece of shit. I didn't know, and we were trying to get to the Minneapolis show on the Point North tour. We ended up missing that show because the bus wouldn't go faster than 35 miles an hour, and it was like shaking as so we were just like bouncing in the back trying to. I was like, oh my god! So we pull over, and the motor's completely destroyed. We end up having to get it towed around, and we had to rent another vehicle, and we missed that show. So most of the tour stories is just suffering and pain.
Yeah.
Sucks. I wish
Hopefully
I
that
had
doesn't
fun
happen
ones.
this time.
I don't really remember the fun ones. I only remember like the trauma that I had to go through on all these tours. So I'm sure if we ever figure it out and it's not that bad anymore, then I'll come up with some better stories.
Okay. And then my last question for you is there anything else that we didn't talk about that you'd like to share with your fans?
I've got a lot of new merch coming out. And like I said, a ton of new music.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want feedback on the merch. What do you want to wear? And like what other fans want to wear? I don't know, because my style is so much different than I guess other people. I don't know. I guess what I think is cool is not necessarily what other people think is cool. So kind of like with merch, you're having to like appeal to the masses.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I mean a lot heavier stuff this year, which is a little bit different than what I've done in the past. But if anyone has been, I know you've been to a show. If anyone else has been to a show, y'all know that the live show is like so much heavier than the music itself. So I'm definitely gonna blend the vibes. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, just keep your eyes open, ears open. I don't want to reveal everything, but this is gonna be the year for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks so much.
Of course. Thank you.
Great. I'll see you in Charlotte.
Sounds good. See you then.